everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 10 to the Sky. Last episode, we set up this beautiful contraption. Now, currently, it's used its last bit of gravel, but I guess we can watch it in action. We have a modular router, and it right-clicks, and then we have a chest, and it picks the stuff up, and boy, oh boy, does it pick up stuff. We have a lot of really good stuff here, which is very nice. So, first and foremost, iron. We need to turn all that into ores. I mean, ideally we double it, but even that, like, we almost don't need to because, I mean, this is crazy, the amount of stuff we have. We set up an elevator so we can go back up and down, which is pretty cool. I love, by the way, I'm guessing they've changed something about the elevator mod in this version. There's no, like, maybe I'm just used to playing on a server, but, like, it's instant. I think maybe I'm just used to playing on a server. Yeah, that's awesome. I kind of am not a fan of this situation. So, we've got more over there if we need it, but every time I crouch, it, like, grows the stuff. Cool. So, what do we have? We've got some copper. Awesome. I am going to... yeah. Well, yeah. yeah. I'm going to grab some more coal, is where I was attempting to say that. Let's go... Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure out power solutions and stuff like that, but... Oh, no, we don't want to do that. That's okay. Chuck that in there. Okay, cool. So that's doing its thing. We've got some copper being made. We've got some iron being made. I didn't actually want to do that with the iron. I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted to ore hammer it, but as you can tell, I am all over the place. Ore hammer. Boom. I know we were trying to make a platinum thingy, but we need the iron meshes to make the platinum thingy, so we'll just do that. That makes the most sense. Let that process. We might be able to make another... Yeah. Another one of these guys. Pow. Pow. Followed by pow. Ore hammer. Cool. We can get the rest of that processed. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Alright, we'll chuck that in there. Chuck that out there. Awesome. A little bit of that away. A little bit of that away. Cool. Now... obviously, in terms of our limiting factors for what we saw just before, it is the actual processing of the gravel, the crushing of the gravel. So this episode, I'm hoping to take care of that. Now, we have a few options, as we've seen. There's probably another option we can use to actually break the stuff, as in, if I place a compressed thing, have a compressed hammer break it. But I think we're going to push for, like, the crushing wheels. How do I search that? Crushing... wheels, these guys, or just a crusher from Mechanism. Mechanism will need us to play Mechanism and set up that stuff, which isn't a problem. Create will need us to make mechanical crafters. These are going to need some brass. So brass ingots, which is just on a log to make that. Now, brass itself should be, again, relatively easy. What I typically do is go the route of the alloy kiln. Relatively easy to make. Zinc and copper will get you brass. Alternatively, we could check out the foundry. That might be cool. And then there's also the ability to cast it, I guess, with productive metalwork. So we can look into that as well. For the electron tube, all you need is quartz, sand, and paper to make that. So, like, that's doable. We can do that. The crusher, if we want to go this route, I need some steel, some osmium. The steel, or biosteel, I guess. Maybe biosteel. What's biosteel? How am I biosteel? Interesting. Okay. That's not, yeah. I mean, it could be fun. It definitely could be fun. We might make the foundry from Oritech just to try it out. Should we, you know what? Maybe we just Oritech it up. You know what I mean? Maybe we, yeah, let's make this guy. Let's try to make the foundry. That's going to lead us towards brass, but I think you can also make this guy in a foundry. Yeah. So if we want to do mechanism, either way, we need a foundry. So this guy is going to need electrum. He's going to need a motor, a cauldron, and some copper. Cool. A motor is made out of steel as well, and biosteel. So there must be a way to make biosteel without doing that. A pulverizer, fragmenter, I mean, none of that stuff would be the play. I know we can do this route, but if we're going to try to Oritech it up, I'd love to check out how you're actually meant to pull it off. Because one would think that you would have to do it within Oritech. Block casting? Huh. Unless you can make steel, you know what I mean, using something from Oritech. That's not the alloyer that needs the steel. You know what I mean? Like, I was just seeing if there's a different type of item. Like, I hope you guys understand what I'm getting at, where I'm like, there must be a way to do it within the mod, unless there's not. It's also a multi-block. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, we need steel regardless, which is kind of going to throw us for a loop here. Steel, biosteel. It can only be produced in a foundry. Oh, okay. There you go. So you need a foundry. So that if the foundry needs steel, which it does, no matter which recipe, then you need steel regardless. All right, cool. Sure. So yeah, all right. Let's have a. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, in that case, we probably are going to go the route of the alloy kiln. So we'll bookmark that. Coal and iron will get you steel. All right, that will take a while. So we do need to get that set up sooner rather than later. So to do that, we need alloy bricks. We need blast bricks, right? Blast brick. Yeah. No, we don't. What am I after? Kiln brick. That makes more sense. And that's made out of, you guessed it, bricks and sandstone. Okay. We've yapped for, it looks like 7 minutes roughly. Now we can actually make stuff. So, we do have bricks. We can make more clay. To be honest, the netherrack's probably actually just the easiest way to do it. And we should also set up bulk blasting so that we don't have to do coal anymore. So, let's also figure that out. So, that's going to need some iron. We need the hammer, which we've got. I think we just need 4 of these to be plates. We will need some andesite, which we've got a decent amount of. One of those will need to be in here. While we're here, can I put all this coal away? Perfect. So we'll do this, do that, make it into a casing. Lovely. Love that for us. Do we have shafts? We have some. I'll bring the cogwheels with as well. Maybe the water wheel, we might need that. Yeah. That looks okay. Alrighty, so fan is what is needed, which needs propeller. Done. And then done. Encased fan. So this guy, much like how this can wash stuff, we can also have it cook stuff and do all that sort of thing. So, do we want, I mean, I kind of want this under the ground as well, you know what I mean? If we're going to be building stuff, I think it's fun to actually do it under. Now, we've obviously got this here. I think we, yeah, because this can lead right in. Let's just hop in. Now, it is far away from over there, but, I mean, that should be okay. Let's break this and this. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alright, we're going to move pretty much everything down here. So let's place a bunch of that. There we go. And we'll need some more contraption stuff down here. But that's pretty good. I'm thinking we might need more elevators so that... but I guess once we're down here, it won't be a problem. I don't know. It's just the moving process is going to be quite painful. As I guess we've already sort of seen. Put that stuff away too. Alright, cool. So, in terms of the stuff up here, let's grab our bucket of water. Let's pick this up. Pick this up. If I ulti-mine, that's going to grab everything down as well. So let's instead change it to small tunnel mode. That will only go in one direction. There we go. And then we can probably figure something out here. Something like break that, break this, and then ulti-mine. Cool. Alright, so this now exists. It's doing what we want it to do. It's spinning. We can probably, while we're here, place this guy down. Just to get a little bit of extra rotational energy for the endeavors that we have ahead of us. And we can jump down here. Okay, few things we need to do. One is we do need a log, so I'll be back. I need a backpack, but we need leather for that, and I don't have leather. There might be a different way to make a backpack. Where am I going? Nobody knows. Alright, jump up here. I've got casing. Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got, like, quests and stuff. And they give us things. Yeah. Oh, okay, awesome. While I'm up here, I should craft. So, I've got gearboxes. No one knows what I'm doing. It's a mystery. We're all very concerned about what I'm doing. Alright, lava. That's what we need. While we're here, I want to say that we were given a cool thing. I might not have redeemed it. I didn't redeem it. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna craft some things in advance. We're gonna make 3 fans. I think 3 fans should be fine. That should sort of do what we want. Chuck this around. Power, propeller, propeller, casing, shaft. Gives us another fan. Awesome. 3 fans. Cool. Ow. Come over here. All right. So here's our area. We're going to do vertical gearbox. Now, what's the play? So, if we place this guy here, and we place a fan, he pushes, awesome. Love that for us. If we were to place another gearbox here, he would pull. And then that sort of flips how we design this thing, right? So, it does get a little bit tricky. Now, there are things you can craft, but I'm probably going to have to run back upstairs to make that. Let's have a look. I believe it is a chain, encased chain drive. So it's actually just iron nuggets. So we actually should be able to make that. So chuck this in, chuck that there, and do this. So I can make 2, which should be okay. And so how do I want to do that? I think if I do that, it spins. That's not what we want. How do I want to do? I think what I want to do is this. And see, they both spin in the same direction. So now both of them push. So we will need another one, but I'll have to go up for that. But in the meantime, this does work. Now, you can probably see a little bit of the downside, which is we're very far that direction. But if we want to go that direction, it's going to like sort of change the spacing. So I suppose what we could do is this direction. And then that would, I mean, what is that? That's pulling, but then we could get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Listen, I got this, guys. We're going to do that. And we're going to do that and that. And that pushes. Cool. So we will do another one. And we can place that there. We are going to have a number of things. What is going to be the way that we set this up? I never remember how you pull it off. So let's go and make some stairs. And see if this can do it. So the idea is that you have like water, for example, like there. And then you could have lava on this side, right? If you can lava log, I'm not certain that we can lava log, but we'll try. And then we can place something else there. Now, the something else that I'm interested in. Oh, I guess I've got a lava bucket here. Let's see. Nope. Really? Nope. Oh. So we need something else. I guess realistically, you could probably. Oh, I don't. Okay. What? Oh. Alright. Can I place this there? No. Okay. I guess I should have made. Huh. Interesting. Very okay. That's okay. That's all right. That's okay. That's all right. That's okay. It is okay. It is okay. We don't need that yet. I guess. Sure. I guess we don't need it yet. We'll instead grab this and put this there. All right. Now this will blow hot air, which can kill you. As you can see by the hot air it's blowing, which can kill you. But it'll also smelt stuff. So realistically, what we'll do is we'll have trapdoors, preferably ones that are made out of not what we've got here. You can make some like framed ones, and then or you can make glass ones, I'm pretty sure as well. For now, we can just place a block, I guess. I'm just trying to think, is there a... Yeah, we can just place that. And so we'll drop stuff there, it will cook, bada bing, bada boom. Dangerous though. Well, listen, we'll fix it up, we'll make it look pretty, but we've already ruined our day. So we do need to work on getting ourselves some diamonds. Now, diamonds we get from iron mesh, I believe. Let's double check. With gravel. So gravel, diamond. Easy peasy, they say. Cool. Okay, so we've got iron, which is awesome. We've got more iron, which is awesome. We will grab the iron mesh. The iron mesh. Sounds pretty cool. Boom. Sure. Lovely. Oh, I could have... Yeah, hold on. I'll bring that that netherrack with me. In fact, I'll bring another one as well. In fact, I think I can just bring, like, 2 of those. We'll give it a test. We'll test it out. So first things first, let's upgrade this guy. So we will attempt, at the very least, to remove all of these flint meshes. Now, one that might be tricky is this middle guy. I don't really know if we have the technology to reach him. So we might just have to do one of these, which is okay. There we go. You can interact from the side. That's good. The next thing we're going to want to do is put like 4 there and then try to upgrade the rest of them because obviously we already had 4. So we'll see how that goes. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Almost. So we'll need 2 more, but at the very least, we can get that placed, and, you know, we can get most of it going. Boom, boom, boom. It just won't be perfect yet. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, well, that's probably going to annoy some people, but it is what it is. All right, awesome. So now if we chuck gravel in there, we should start getting diamonds. I should probably start that up. I know I'm getting a little bit sidetracked, but it is for the greater good. Oh, yeah. We actually have an insane strat. I almost forgot. So if we grab that and head down, you guys are going to love this. That guy. That guy do the thing. So we place all this. We shapeless. We get gravel ×2. We place this and we hope that it takes the right stuff. And it does. And so we've won the game. Cool. Now this guy won't pick up everything. So I actually do need to have him just be set to pick up everything. That way he will get these different blocks. We can change him back to have a filter later, essentially. Cool. While that's happening, we run all the way over here. We're definitely going to need some speed boost or something. And we should be able to drop these. You can see they've got smoke effects on them. And if we wait, because it's only 2 blocks, it might do it really fast. Okay, it burned them. All right, never mind. I swear you get this from netherrack. And you get this. Oh, no, you can't smelt it. Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. For some reason, I thought you'd be able to smelt the compressed block, but you can't. That's all right. Instead, we'll just grab a bunch of this. And we can pretty much do the same thing. It'll just take a little bit longer. I mean, it'll take longer than what it wouldn't do. So I guess you get the idea. I can drop this stuff. You can see smoke effects. I actually don't know. I'm concerned now that the smoke effect just means it's going to break it. I guess that doesn't matter. We have infinite of it. But isn't netherrack smelted nether brick? Yeah. Okay, so that should work. Now, it can do full stacks. You just have to wait a little bit longer than if you threw 1 in front of it. But also, because we don't have it on a depot or anything and it's just sitting loosely, it will do all of them. Because it treats it... See? Look at that. How cool is that? And so then if we stand here, we can pick them all up without getting burnt. And we have nether brick for days. Alright, and we can also check this guy. Diamond. Oh. How cool is that? Now, I have a theory that if I chuck this on this... No. How do we do it? Mid-game power options. Harvest level 3. I'm pretty sure you can do a... Is it the tip upgrade? And then what can you do with that? I'm pretty sure. Because you can... All metal and gem tools require casting in a foundry, yeah. So we won't be able to do that anyway. We'd have to use a foundry. But we do have our first diamond. And that's something to be proud. We got 2 diamonds. Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. How much does it got to go through? It's got 1,000 a process. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to speed that guy up. Whoa. Whoa. It's going to be insane. All right. Kiln bricks. So this also needs sandstone. Which I guess we make it the same way, right? Boom, 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 boom. I say the same way. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I'm sure you guys sort of get the idea. It all comes back to compressed stuff. All right, pow. And then I should be able to Shift K, Control K, Alt K. Huh? Control K, Alt Shift K. There we go. I was like, one of these buttons is gonna oh no. I didn't really do what I wanted it to. That's alright. We'll do it the good old-fashioned way. Boom. A stack of sandstone. Awesome. Okay, so I'll be honest, you don't need anywhere close to this much. You need like 8. But we now have a bunch, and that's something that's awesome. Also, I don't know. Let's go ahead and just make some nether brick. Just to put this stuff away somewhere. Okay, cool. Awesome. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab out some coal. Now the coal and the iron, they should just combine. It's nothing too crazy. Like, we've definitely got way too much iron compared to what we're gonna be doing. But yeah, I guess. So basically, you chuck this down. Right click it with your engineer's hammer. Oh, there you go. And it turns into an alley kiln. That's simple. So we did a lot for this. And then we can just chuck in our iron, chuck in our coal, and chuck in our coal. Oh, okay. So we needed coal for the coal. That's right. And that'll work. And it's actually pretty fast. And let's just make sure that I do have the right recipe and I'm not just being dumb. Give it a second. And steel. Done. How cool is that? All right. So in here, are we still getting iron? We are. That's awesome. That's great. Oh my, we have so many diamonds. I could fix that now. Oh, I can fix that now. You know, I will, because I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure we're at the point where we're just going to have infinite everything, to where me spending diamonds on this is kind of like cool. Like, we've gotten that in the time I talked. So we can come over here and ha ha ha. Still takes a little while, but we can look at the top of the screen. There's a little bar filling up to show us when it's done. I mean, you can also look at the block, but that's a bit tricky too. All right, cool. So what's our actual plan here? Is it cobblestone? It's actually not, believe it or not. We want to jump in here in the quest. We've got a lot to redeem, but we want to head down to create. Oh, there it is. We want to click on the fan upgrade. And we have here a soul campfire. We also have a nozzle. We don't really need that right now, but we have a soul campfire. And so this guy's going to go right there. So we're going to break this. Not there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I mean, it's okay. It's just a little bit lame. Alright. Because oh, and there goes the soul sand. That's alright. Why am I so dumb? Alright, let's continue on here. So I need a soul sand. What was our method for getting soul sand again? Have we gotten soul sand before? Which water and sand? Awesome. And we just used all, yeah, that's awesome. That's great, guys. Boom, sand, pow, pow, yoink. Cool. I'm just gonna make sure that we get another one cooked up. Soul sand, wonderful. Love it. Pretty sure we need at least a coal. Maybe 3, to be honest. Or is it logs? Soul campfire. It is sticks and logs, not that. Awesome. Okay. And we don't, yeah. Cool. Alright. Break that. Break that. Break that. Break that. Cool. Pow, pow, pow. Awesome. And campfire. Cool. That's not what I want. That's what... My inventory, by the way, is horrendous. Like, the ordering of everything at the bottom, it is actually atrocious. I'll fix this soon. What? Huh? What? Am I crazy? Why no walkie-uppie? But you can walkie-uppie here? Oh, because that's a full block? The mud is a down block. So if you walk up the full block, you can... Yeah, okay. Alright, that makes sense. I was like, this is a mystery. This must be solved. Alright, we'll place that there. We'll place our campfire there. And that now shoots death laser made of soul sand, which is awesome. And so we can... We probably do want it to be something that we can sort of walk up. As in, if we place this here, then I think we can pick stuff up. I don't know for sure, but I reckon we might be able to. Alright, so let's give this a shot. I'm pretty sure if we drop sand here, it will become soul sand. For starters, which is pretty cool. It should just process the entire... Yeah, there we go. And then if I walk here, we pick that up. Awesome, that's a neat little way to make it safe to stand at, but also... Oh. but also usable. Yeah, cool. Alright, that works. We don't need the washing at the moment, so we won't worry. In terms of the iron that we have... Yeah, I didn't bring a... What do you call it? A crushy. An ore hammer. Look, we've already got more. That's awesome. Okay, so... What do we need? We need ore hammer, which I placed in here, I think that makes sense. Yep. Cool. Do we still need iron? I guess we're making steel. We're making probably more steel than we need, but I mean, the more the steel, the merrier or something like that. Power. That's not how that works at all. Alright, let's go here. Power. Sure. Go here. K. There we go. That's all of it processed. Beautiful. Then we can do the ore hammer. Wonderful. And then we can process entire... We can smelt entire stacks at once. We can. So we can go power. Cool. I can eat my steak. Alright, and we're a little bit closer to automated crushing. That's what this is all leading to. Remember, guys. We're getting there. It's just around the corner. Come on. Alright, we got some iron. I'm hoping the other stuff will process before the other stuff burns. I don't actually... There we go. Cool. Nice. Alrighty. So, what are we doing? we do have enough steel right here, but when in Rome, chucking a stack of iron. So that should be fine. We'll jump up. In the osmium department, we do have an osmium that we can use. In the glass department, we do have some glass. I think we need glass. I think we might need more than that, so we'll grab that. Cool. All right, let us begin. What are we making? We're making a foundry. So that we have the steel part. We do need nickel, and we do need just that. That's all we need. All we need is nickel, so we can actually make that happen. Do we have platinum by the multitude? Why don't we? Platinum. What do we get platinum from? Because we've had platinum, but we don't have any more platinum. Platinum ingot, you get from platinum ore, which you get from platinum ore chunk, which you get from the deep slate. Okay, that makes sense. Alrighty. And the deep slate we're making, here. Cool. And pressing K does nothing. Okay. Alright. Cool. I guess. And I just turned it all into polished deep slate. Okay, well. When in Rome. Didn't we have a... We had a framed slab there. A framed panel. And it definitely burnt. That's definitely a thing that happened. Alright, boom. Boom. Awesome. That's alright, we got a little nifty little bin now. Cool. Okay. This is a lot of effort, apparently. Oh, that's gonna be too much for my... Oh no, okay, sure, yep. Yep, makes sense. Alright, so my thought process is that we dump off some of this stuff that we clearly don't need. We're not gonna be creating anytime soon, so that's fine. I'll chuck that in the tool chest, sure. Okay, cool. We could probably... Yeah, whatever. And then we just manually just replace that and let it do its thing. There we go. And that should hopefully get us some platinum and stuff. Most of it's the same stuff, but clearly like things like platinum is a bonus, as you can see. Very nice. I'm pretty sure I can help it along, right? There we go. And then chuck that in. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't... Yeah, maybe platinum's not as much of a play as I thought it was. It definitely seems as though it's easier just to keep doing gravel and we'll just copper it up for now. Especially, again, since we can bulk smelt. I mean, we might as well. Alright, in terms of automating this, so I don't have to do this every time, we'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. While that's smelting, I'll grab the nickel. Which we totally have. Yep. 4, so we get a stack of that. Did we have zinc? We do have zinc. I'm going to grab some zinc as well, because we're probably going to want to make, whatchamacallums? Brass, which is going to be copper and zinc, so that we can make the filters for this. That's sort of what I'm thinking. Alright, cool. So, boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Let's start off by finishing our copper duplication. Very nice. And we'll move on to nickel. Why not? Might as well drop both of those. They'll pretty much take the same amount of time. But yeah, just a little bit of tedious stuff. But again, this entire time we've got gravel processing getting us a lot of stuff. It might be overkill duplicating the copper, but I don't know. It'll let us make a bunch of wall hammers. With that being said, I can just get other ore hammers as well. Like maybe, well, most of them are, yeah. You could do iron. Bronze. I guess we could make some bronze or something. Alright, well there we go. Cool. Let's do this. Yeah, why not? Make another one. We don't have the stuff. Okay. Boom, boom, pow. Cool. Oh, it stayed in there. Oh, yeah, cool. That's awesome. Boom. Zinc, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Okay. Pow, 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 pow. Awesome. Once that's done, I will chuck some copper into the alloy dude to do alloy stuff. That should be good. We'll chuck in the zinc as well. And big profits for everyone involved, essentially. Alright, yeah. We've got some brass that I've just chucked in. So we got a little bit, at least. Ta-da! That'll do something for... Is our UI... I feel like our UI has... Oh, I updated the mod pack, and so stuff's changed. I think 3 is better. There we go. That looks normal. We're on 1.3.1 currently. We're making copper. We're trying to make this guy, right? So, not copper, sorry, brass. Copper, electrum we need. I forgot about electrum. And then this guy needed steel and nickel, and this coil needed nickel and steel. Okay, so we've got steel, we can do that. The electrum is just gold and redstone? Oh, okay. Or it's gold and redstone in here, and you save a little bit. I mean, look, we've got a lot of stuff. We can. Honestly, the real kicker is the whatchamacallit, the redstone that we probably want to save a little bit more of, just because we don't have much on hand. Once again, we can make that pretty easily. So what are we thinking? It's a wonderful question, phenomenal question. Do I just combine it with some of this? I don't need much. Nah, we'll chuck it in the smelter. That'll be fine. This guy should finish soon. Cool. That's awesome. We definitely need like some sort of speed thingy to get back and forth nice and quick. I don't even know what I need brass for. Maybe it was for filters for that guy over there. That makes sense a bit. We'll chuck the gold and redstone in. Once again, I think we only need like 2. I'll let that process. That should be okay. All right, and then I think we should be good. My keybinds have reset though or something, because key alt. Oh, sorry, left key, left alt. I don't want that. 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 And then crafting on a stick. Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome. So one thing we need is a cauldron. I know that much. Next thing we need is this. Done. So that was steel and nickel. The next thing we need are motors. And I do believe we need 2. Either way, we made 2. Too late. We only needed 1. Damn. But we've got, our electrum. Cool. And so then that should be, ta-da! A foundry. Here it is. Oh, and it's a multi-block, as you can see when we hover. So I can, well, I might want to bloop, bloop, bloop over there, you know what I mean? So let's just place it over here a little bit, maybe. Ta-da! Foundry. Oh, not assembled. Please add missing core blocks. So if we search core block, there's nothing. If we search at Oritech and then search core, then we do get some options. There's primitive, there's basic, improved, advanced, elite, ultra, ultimate, and that's it. So, and then how does this work? Better cores only allow more add-on extenders to be connected. That's all they do. And we can hover over here and it'll tell us some stuff. All we need to know is this is planks and crafting table. So allegedly, we do this, we do this, we do this, that, this, and blah, 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 and we get this. Now, I need 2 of them, I think, maybe. Pow, pow, cool. Pow, pow, pow. Foundry. Oh! What? I wasn't expecting a sick animation. What the hell? That's awesome. Okay, cool. So now this is our foundry. There we go. Now, it looks like it needs electricity, so we'll be able to figure that out. It's got some details, and yeah. there it is. Okay, cool. So, if we wanted to make power, do we have stuff on us that can just do that magically? Maybe. I do think it's possible. So, let's jump in the quest book and see if it has something. Oh, but we're going to make like magmatic stuff, right? What about Oritech? Does Oritech suggest something for power? Does it have any sort of like power? Atomic forge. That sounds insane. Hurting mobs, lasers and stuff. Sure. Pulverizer, fragment, fluid, machine add-on, efficiency, auxiliary speed, storing energy, transferring energy, basic generator, runs on furnace fuel. Should we try this out? I think we should. I think we should. So we're gonna need some of these coils. Cool. Let's just drop sticks on the ground. Why not? We'll need a furnace. Awesome. Drop that on the ground, and there we go. Exactly what we want. Okay. Cool. Did this guy pick that up? He did. Awesome. We'll come back for him later. But here we go. So this is a generator. Now, I don't know if these are for energy or what they're for, but we'll place it down. There it is. And if I chuck in coal, it is now burning. And as you can see, we're generating stuff. We've got stuff in here. Cool. Okay. So then if I wanted biosteel, for example, I guess, we get... Well... What do we need the foundry for then? What were we using the foundry for? Biosteel, copper. I mean, steel can do it. With coal dust, it looks like. Copper gems, electrum you can make in this guy. Okay, so I mean, yeah, it's just the other guy, but this guy, I guess. I do want to try and see how well it is. So, in other words, if I chuck in this and that, is it... Oh, it moves, which is cool. We like that. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Even the little generator goes... That's cool. It does use more than we're currently making. But it does work as well. Cool. Good on you. I'm going to head up. I guess we've got a little bit of inventory space to bring some of this stuff with. Oh, that's not how I go up. I knew that. And I don't know. I don't really know what the plan is. What this masterful plan is that we have. I do think I want to automate the... Oh, there's a lot we need to automate. What do I want to automate? I'll tell you what. We'll grab out some more of this and get this processed. I probably could have just done half a... Yeah, I probably should have just grabbed a stack. That's all right. And we'll get this all placed. I should get like some building ones or a building gadget made so I can actually... what should we call it? Place all this stuff a little faster. But that's okay. Boom. Shapeless. That's now gravel. Boink. And... Shablammo. Very nice. Oh, yeah, maybe I do speed upgrades to this. I mean, we don't need speed upgrades. It's kind of just like, you know, I almost feel like we do. Oh, I really don't know. There's so much to do that I don't know what to do. Look, I kind of want to automate the smelting, or at least the end result of the smelting. That's going to need a little bit of quartz. It is going to need a little bit of sand, which we do have this, which is good. There we go. And it will need some paper. Now, in the paper department, I believe previously we just used oak logs and like knives. So there should be a knife in here. Bloop. I guess that's okay. I don't know, my inventory is an absolute mess as per usual. Let's chuck this here, this here. Let's switch it around. Is that not? Huh? What'd that do? Tree bark? Okay, cool. Right, we'll pretend that that's doing what we want us to do. So I think that will make us paper. Perfect. And then paper plus sand will give us sandpaper. Perfect. Then nether quartz plus redstone, I will clearly need a little bit more, give us rose quartz. Rose quartz with sandpaper in the offhand, hold right click, and you get polished rose quartz. So we will get, I was going to say we'll get a little bit more redstone, but we don't have any up here. I think it's all down here. Not much either. Okay. That's okay. Well, one for now might be enough. So then, what's next on the list? Next on the list is... What am I doing? Okay, so basically what we're after here is a funnel. This guy here, a brass funnel. And so that's going to be an electron tube, a brass ingot, and some dried kelp. That might be tricky. An electron tube is an iron plate and a polished rose quartz. We just got the polished rose quartz and we just got our iron plate. So that is our electron tube. Very nice. Now, if we jump into create, there's a chance that it will give us like the rewards. Like one of the rewards might be, what do we call it? Kelp, maybe. Grab all that. That's pretty good rewards. I'll take it. Yeah, we'll take that stuff. Why not? But yeah, we're heading towards belts. Do we see belts on this sort of sheet? Okay, they are here. Item logistics, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Awesome, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Lots of blah, blah, blahs. Not a lot of how to get your hands on brass. Kelp. That's okay. I'll chuck away most of this stuff in here. I'll put our ingredients in there. What a horrific inventory currently. That can go there. That can go there. Sure. Have I successfully stored stuff? Not really. Okay. Well, hold on. Hold on. Everyone freeze. I can take this stuff out. There we go. And that actually helps us quite a bit. And then... I don't know where I was originally I guess maybe I was originally putting them in there. It's alright. You can chuck them in there. Cool. Okay. Everyone okay? Everyone relaxed? How do we get kelp? So kelp requires kelp. Or yes, dried kelp requires kelp. And kelp you can get from sieving in an iron mesh sand. So what we are going to do is we're going to grab out a bunch of this. Maybe not as much as before. I guess we'll do 16. We're going to crush this into sand. So we'll hit them with one of those. Place this down. And get it into sand. There we go. And we should just be able to do the exact same thing down here. Now, this guy has a number of things. One is, he's pretty good when we're not doing other stuff. When we are doing other stuff, he's quite slow. So I kind of want to fix that. Now, the problem is, I have a hunch that the speed upgrades require redstone, which we don't really have much of. So, we might do dust first, as like a little bit of a means to an end. Oh, that's okay. We'll just have to sort of be a little bit smart about this somehow. So let's drop this. Let's drop that. Let's chuck in that. There we go. And he's picked up the rest. That's fine. He can pick that up. That's all cool. We'll grab the rest, hopefully. Nice. Boom. Da-da-da-da. Chuck all that in. Awesome. So then I can probably speed this up a little bit. Like so. So then once he gets rid of this, he should be onto sand. Or dust, sorry. Dust. Awesome. And as you can see, that's already getting us redstone. Which you love to see. Cool. Now, that should be fine. I'll grab more gold. Might as well grab the rest of the gold as well. What were we doing? As in, do we have platinum? Yeah, we didn't have much platinum, right? We're going to just use like copper or brass, I guess. I guess I've got plenty of copper on me, eh? So let's go here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they can stay there. Why not? Boom, copper, cool. Let's go here. Break all that. And then break all that. Perfecto. Money, money, money. And by money, I mean gold. Gold, gold, gold. Alright, boom, boom. Cool. While that's happening, we shall eat our steak. Delicious. Alright, so we will need a few things. We won't just need speed upgrades for the modular router. Once we're able to have it right-click faster, we'll also need the items, the blocks, to enter the modular router faster as well. So we're going to need some pipe upgrades too. So once this is done, which hopefully shouldn't take too long, we will look at exactly what it is we need. I might be able to just barely pick up. There we go. They're all done anyway. There we go. And I think you need paper for this stuff as well, right? So speed upgrade needs this stuff, which I think should be... Blaze rods might be tricky. We'll see. And then, yeah, this guy needs paper. So we do need probably just sugarcane, you know, something to actually just solve this problem. And that's going to be dirt. And it will work in an iron mesh. So, blah is my first initial statement here. I guess in the meantime, we can chuck... Oh, no, it's still doing it. Okay, my bad. Cool. We'll pretend that like that's all fine. So what are we actually doing here? What's actually going on? The knife can go back. Bar can go back. I need blaze rods, because if I can't make blaze rods, there's no point doing anything else. In terms of making blaze rods, if I wanted to just make one, I could use an assembler, which might be the play, or some other ways to do it. But what's the assembler? Crafter, adamant. Crafter, adamant is nickel and diamond, so like that's actually easy. The crafter is just iron and stuff. We could totally make an assembler. I am curious as well though with this guy, the item caster, because we can get molten blaze from blaze powder. And so we could make rods using that as well. So that is a pretty cool approach. Although, I will say the assembler does sound... I mean, it just sounds doable. So I kind of just want to do it. Which I guess, you know... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to grab all this stuff out, which I think are the core ingredients. So we want... you know what? I thought we had... Yeah, we've got 2 of those. So we want to make some motors. Looks like I will need more anyway, so I don't really know what we got out of that, but we'll pretend like we got something. So we've got 2 motors. We then need 2 crafters, so that's going to be more iron, 2 crafting tables, and some droppers. I think we'll need more crafting tables anyway, so I'll just grab some more. The iron we've chucked in here, I guess, so that's that sorted. And then droppers will be easy to make as well. So those are the crafters, they'll need droppers, 2 of those, crafters, 2 of those, perfect. So that's almost everything. We will need copper, we'll need adamants, so let's grab the copper. And then we will need some like copper reinforced plating, I guess. How tricky is that to make? Just stone? Stone. Yeah, we can, you know, we can make that happen. Pow, pow, cool. And so, all we need is adamant, which is going to be diamonds, which we should have downstairs. So we'll jump down here real quick. Sneak in here, 1, 2, very nice. We get so many diamonds from that thing. Diamonds and this, but the other way around. There we go, adamant. Ta-ta-da, is that a quest? Surely, I would have thought. And then that is an assembler. There we go. Now this guy, as you can see, is going to need some cool blocks as well, but that should be okay. We're going to slap him down like this and try to make the blocks. So I will actually need a little bit more wood. I was hoping we could get away with what I had on me, but I think I need 3 and I've only got 2. Stripped log, pow, pow, pow. Sure, that kind of worked. Pow. And shablamo. Cool. Let's give this a shot. And then I can also grab some more coal because, I don't know, that guy's probably doing something. Alright, so pam, bam, bam. Right click. Ha ha ha. I mean, this stuff's pretty cool, isn't it? I don't really know. I kind of want to thumbnail it, but it's kind of in a bit of a tricky setup. And it doesn't exactly look as good from this side. Is this something I can just pick up? Allegedly it has. Allegedly it is, I should say. I should just replace those two. Just for thumbnail purposes. Nothing else, no other reason. Pow. Right click. There we go, that stuff's pretty cool. I'm taking a few screenshots just in case one of those looks better than the other. Cool, so here is our assembler. So this guy can make blaze rods out of blaze powder, allegedly. So, I don't know if dust gives us blaze powder. It does. We can take that out and just chuck it in this guy, like so. And that'll just make us blaze rods. Hey, there you go. That's pretty cool. I like Oritech. Yeah, Oritech? Yeah. I like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got that working now, which is great. Enjoy that for us. So that's the blaze rod taken care of. The paper is still a problem. But now that we know that all that's doable, paper is now doable as well. So what we're going to do is... I'm probably going to make some shears. I guess I'll just make them out of iron. You can make them out of flint and stuff, which is probably what I should be doing. But it's fine, regardless. We will grab some saplings. We already have some leaves, but we will be doing some more, I guess. And so then you want to grow it, you want to shear it, and that's it. That's what you want to do. So I'm going to try to make some dirt and some... Yeah, some dirt. So I've got dirt. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Everyone freeze. Everyone freeze. There might be a workaround here. Now, I've recorded half an episode yesterday, I think it was, and I'm recording the other half now, so sorry about the timing and whatnot. And if things feel off, that's why. I believe we can make dirt another way. So, we can craft dirt using sand and... Okay, maybe I should have a quick little nap. Do we have a nappable setup? Oh, yeah, up here. Up here, everything's fine. Typically what you do is you use coarse dirt. And that ends up magically being better than anything else. So what that looks like is you go coarse dirt is gravel and dirt, and you get 4. So 2 dirt and infinite gravel gives you coarse dirt. Then coarse dirt you do something with. And there's a few machines that can do different things. For example, chuck it in a crusher and you get dirt. You can get mud from an extractor, it looks like. Fluid separation can get you clay. Put it in crops and it can grow some stuff. Love to see that. Yeah. And those are some things that you can do with it, I guess. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else you can do. There's 2 pages of what you can do with it. None of them do anything cool. So how would we do it in the past? It's very interesting. What if I just click dirt? How do you make dirt? There's not a lot of ways to do it. Drying basin with mud? Okay, because we can automate mud, and then we could automate that, I'm sure. Squeezing mud works as well. Metallurgic infuser, cool. And then a pot can turn, yeah, apparently that's the way they can do it. Maybe we try the pot. That might not be the worst thing to try. So my understanding is that if we take this out and this out, and we grab some gravel, do we reckon we have some gravel laying around? Yeah, we do. So we grab some gravel, craft it with our dirt to get coarse dirt, and can you automate it in here? Let's assume that I had a working one of these. Coarse dirt. Do you think there needs to be a plant on top of it, maybe? Let's just grab like a wheat seed or something. How you doing, buddy? Interesting. Coarse dirt. Coarse dirt in botany pot. But then it's this one. Pot interaction. Huh. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably just that I can do that within a pot. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's put back in what's meant to be in there. Right? I have I have a bit of an idea. Now look, there's probably easier ways to do what I'm about to attempt to do, but where's the fun in that? You guys are gonna love this little plan I've got. So first things first, we need another botany pot. That is what we're after. Now let's check the quests because there might be something in here. Food and farming. A botany pot's even mentioned in here. Doesn't really look like it. No, nothing too normal there. Unless we go down and there's like mystical agriculture, I guess. Does this mention botany pots at all? No, it mentions some machines. I was really hoping I could stinge some like clay or something. I know immersive engineering can give you some clay depending on the recipe, so I don't know. Nope. Okay. Cool. Let's check it out in here. So botany pot is going to be flower pot and terracotta. And flower pot is bricks. So we can check in here. We've got some bricks. Do we have any clay in here? We do have some clay balls, but I think we're gonna have to make some. So that's probably going to be some dust, I imagine. There might be some there. I don't know for sure, but it's okay. Because this is pretty much just as easy, right? Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Cool. When in Rome, fill a barrel with water. Okay, so now we need to smelt this stuff. Which, believe it or not, is still, I think, faster coming down here. But all of this is for automated dirt. Or maybe not automated. Well, maybe automated. Semi-automatic dirt. And it's definitely not going to be any better than any other way. But hey. We've played quite a few of these. I imagine most of you guys have played quite a few of these. It's fun to mess around and see if there's a better way to do stuff. And so that's what we're going to attempt here at least. So flower pot, terracotta. Now I wouldn't mind a hopper one. I don't know if it needs to be a hopper one. Maybe I'll try without, but I've got the hopper ready. I will need another chest. I'll probably need 2 chests because I'm thinking I'll have 1 in, 1 out. And one of these actually will be a drawer. And there's a good reason for that. And that's not how you make a drawer. It almost was. I just did I got too excited. Okay. I'm going to set it up here because it's nice to build up here. So I should probably like keep moving stuff down after I build them. Which is going to be annoying, but I think, you know, it's fun. Alright, so we're going to have a chest. This chest is going to get coarse dirt. It is then going to output this into a botany pot. It doesn't connect. So I think, because if you right click this, it does have an interface. My guess is that it needs to be a hopper botany pot. That didn't connect either. That connects. Do you see the vision? I was hoping I could... Yeah, can I place on top? No. No, okay. I think to do it... Because I was thinking I have dirt go in here automatically. Or coarse dirt. I whack it with the hoe and then it moves along. Now, that was my vision of what we would do, but... It's just not going to work. Okay. Alright, well, what else can we do then? So there are block breakers and block places that we can make. And I think that might be the play. So in here we have some modular routers. So we could place like one here and one here, I guess. And then we'll try to make some stuff. How does that sound? So let's jump in here and just make like an iron pickaxe, I guess. We'll grab out our blank modules. And we'll see what we can do. So I want to get a breaker module. So that's going to be iron pickaxe and blank module. And that'll give us the breaker module. Sure. Then I think I want an activator module. Yeah. Now we do have one, right? I might have... Oh, no, I'm using that downstairs, I think. So we'll make a new one. That should be fine. So I'm going to need some redstone. I will need some quartz, apparently. And it looks like I need some cobble. So that takes care of that. Then we need dispensers. So these actually will need some string. 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 Wool? String. Really? Stringless behavior? Did I use it all? Why did you? Who let me use it all? Why'd you guys let me use it all? Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I guess. I mean, I guess it's fine, guys. I guess it's okay. We can plant some trees. Come on. There we go. And pow. And pow. Oh wow, that's a tall tree. And pow. And pow. Oh, and another one for good luck. Nope. Cool. Hopefully that spreads pretty well. We'll get string. We'll get breaker. This guy will actually be set on a whitelist of dirt. So he will only break dirt in front of him. Only dirt. And he'll go there. Cool. Done. This guy's going to have a... Well, he's got an activator, but I actually think I need a placer as well, don't I? So we'll need that guy too. And we'll need to try to make a placer? Yeah, placer module. So that's going to be another dispenser and a little bit of dirt. Cool. So, is that an actual dispenser? Sorry? Yeah, it is. All right. Well, this guy's coming along quite nicely. He's getting there. Can I repair this guy? Was that the plan? Yeah, it was. Can I repair him with sticks? No. Okay. All right. Well, anyhow, fully infested. We'll do our best. Cool. A little bit of string. I'll take it. Put that in there. I will grab this as well. Because we need that. Cool. Okay. So, we need like 3 bows. I think. 1, 2, 3. Pow. And then we need 3 dispensers, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Cool. One of these will be a placer module. One of these will be an activator module if I give him a lever as well. Activator module. Cool. So the placer module, he will whitelist only place coarse dirt in front of him. So that can be this guy, for example. And then this guy will be right click in front. And that should just be fine. I can tell him to only right click coarse dirt. So if we chuck that in there, if we make him a hoe, I don't know if this will work. We're about to find out firsthand. Place this. Okay, he doesn't do what he's meant to do. Clearly. Okay. Right click. I was hoping you'd right click with that. I know there's better tools that I should be using, but I really thought that would work. Whitelist, coarse dirt, front, look level, right click. Yeah. Okay. Well, that didn't work. That's all right. I mean, the placing worked. So that's one part. So the idea is that works, and he picks up the dirt, right? So at least that part works. All I need is something to right click this guy. What's going to be the easiest thing that can just harvest? Or like, you know, farm the land. There is one thing we can do. We can get a pylon. A harvester pylon. This guy will need some stuff. He is quite the gimme type of guy. Was it blackstone that he needed? Is that what it said for the pylon? Harvester pylon, polished blackstone. Sure. So we've got that. Iron bars, I think we've actually got as well. I think we used that in something not too long ago. Yep, we'll take that. And the harvester pylon needs hay and then quartz slabs. So looks like we will need some more quartz. If that's how you make a quartz block. Cool. Now, if you were soul sand, where would you be? Did I automate soul sand at all? I don't think so. Endstone, cool. Okay, I think it was just sand, right? We just had it so that you can do sand in the thingamajiggy. in the soul guy. Sand. Compressed hammer's broken. That's alright. Not anymore. Not anymore, is he? Alright, click this. Yeah, we can bulk haunt. Cool. Alright. It's getting a little bit messy, but I've got this, guys. It's okay. So we'll drop that. I'll eat my trusty steak. Wait for it to process. It's only got 2 to process. Should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Very nice. 2 soul sand. Hopefully this guy's empty of the dust and we can chuck in soul sand. Sure enough, chuck that in. In it goes. And that should get us some quartz, hopefully. Let's see. Come on. You got this. That's empty. Now it's doing a full batch. I can probably hop it along in now. Boom. Pow. How much do I need? That's probably enough. I just need to make some slabs, I believe it was. Pow. Pow. Slabs. Awesome. And then I need a hay bale. Which is all of this. Perfect. Let's drop the seeds. I totally don't need them. I need a single more thingy thing. What are you? Okay. Hay bale. Awesome. Harvester. Pylon. Awesome. Okay. Let's give this a shot. So this guy can go here. And he gets this. And... no, he didn't do it. Okay. Does he need everything in order to work? Pylon's working. Okay. He's in a 3x3. He's on. Let's do a test. And if I were to... Does there need to be water? Or is he not at the right level? There's probably something I can read that will tell me that. But you know how it is. So what we'll try instead is this. So there's water now. Does he care? He doesn't care. Well, I don't really know what he's doing, but I still don't think he cares. So you can place him here, and then he's waterlogged. And we can pretend like that means something. He doesn't care. Couldn't care less if he tried. And he tried. Okay. So what if we do this? Water there. Pylon. Chest. And this. Go on. No, he doesn't care. I swear that's meant to do stuff. Like, I swear it kept the stuff, the land hoed and stuff. Okay. I might just be dumb. That's alright. Okay. Cool. So far mission failed. Does that hurt? No. What? What? Okay. Alright. Well, yeah, that was mission failed, I guess. But that's okay. What else can we do then? What else? What's the secret weapon that we've got? I know you can do it with create, as in there's a plow that you can have spin around, and as it spins, it hoes the ground. You can have a player simulator from Integrated Dynamics do it. You can probably have a deployer with a hoe do it, I'd imagine. Oh, you know what? Direwolf. Direwolf probably has one that can do it. Oh, but that's going to be a tricky one to get, I think. All of this instead of just what? Growing crops? Because I could just farm crops and make dirt that way. Maybe I'm definitely being a little bit silly. Okay. I mean, you can even literally grow dirt. Like, you can somehow grow more dirt per dirt. Dirt. What else do we have that can farm the land? Because, yeah, there's simple clickers from just dire things. And I think that would do it, to be honest. The problem is you need to make goo. I mean, that's a genuine... You need to get your hands on some goo. So you need to make some primordial goo and give it a block of iron. The primordial goo isn't the worst thing you've ever seen, but it does need rotten flesh. So I will need to actually set up like a spot for things to spawn. Yeah, I would have loved to. I mean, hey, I'll tell you what. In the meantime, in terms of whether what I've done just then is worth doing, we can do a little test. So we can chuck this in here. Chuck this in. I might actually grab out this and then just, I'll very quickly just put a bunch of everything else away real quick. Just because I want to give it a test. I have a little bit of a vision. And that can go in there too. Cool. So the idea is that I will fill this guy up with coarse dirt. Maybe he does need a little bit more as well. That's okay. We'll place that. Hold on. What do I... Hold on. We'll do that. Okay, cool. And so then I can just sit here, right-clicking. And is this better than, for example, I don't even know. I don't even know. What's this better than? Shearing a tree? Planting a tree and shearing it? Because I've shown you guys, you just put 8 leaves in a barrel, and that also makes it dirt. Yeah, when this isn't automated, it's really not the greatest, is it? How did we do it in the past? Let me search modules. There's really not a, like, till the ground module, you know? Come on, till the ground. There's senders, droppers, distributors, detectors, breakers, activators. I would have thought the activator could pull it off, to be honest, since it's meant to right click. But he just couldn't do it. He just really couldn't do it. Activator. Front. Coarse dirt. Oh man, you know what? I reckon that it's because I had coarse dirt there, so he's only allowed to right-click coarse dirt. I reckon that's what it was. Meaning I think this will work. Oh! Look at this! We've done it! That's semi-automatic dirt right here. It's not fully automatic because I do need to refill stuff and this guy clearly needs to be emptied. In fact, he can be a draw. But hey, I mean, everything else works. So, oh, you guys were screaming probably when you saw me chuck that filter on. So let's go ahead and do this. There we go. And so that will start emptying. Cool. Now, how can I auto craft this easily to go back into this chest? So I can have relatively infinite gravel courtesy of like a little barrel here or something, right? How do I automate the crafting? If we search crafter, we've got a Minecraft crafter. We've obviously got create crafters. We have RF tools crafters. RF tools is probably the play. It does need power, but I think just in the end of this episode, we can probably make it happen. I reckon if we put all of our brain power together, we can probably just barely make this happen. So let's jump in here and try to make a generator. So we'll grab out our coils. We'll grab out the little bit of copper that we have, which should be barely enough. Furnace. Come on. Bloop. So let's go here. Furnace. Power, power, power. Make a basic generator. Beautiful. Love your work. Then we want to make, from a completely different mod, a crafter. So this is going to need some wood and whatnot. I might actually chop this tree down and just let it decay. Okay, it doesn't drop any string when it decays. There you go. That was totally just a little training exercise for you guys. A little lesson learning. Crafter tier 1, cool. We will need redstone torches. I will need a little bit more redstone. Okay. We should have more in here, right? Oh boy, do we have more in there. Holy schmoly. Alright. Another redstone torch. Nice. Then we need 2 lappy and 2 gold nuggy. The lappy turn into blue dye. That creates a machine frame. Perfect. And we get a crafter. All right, let's give this a shot. So the crafter we'll just place here. We'll give him a generator like here. This guy will obviously get coal. That should power this guy. Awesome, he's happy, he's having a blast. We're going to double click. We're going to search for coarse dirt. And we're going to chuck in this recipe. We're going to, results of the crafting operation will go to the output buffer. Sure, we'll click apply. So it will make coarse dirt and put it in these slots here, the output. We'll have it in fast mode. Probably doesn't need to be, but we'll put it in fast mode. We will grab some more pipes. We don't have enough. We probably could, like, just get more. not get more. Use our space better over here. But for now, I think this is fine. I also do want to move this and just have it face... Oh, God. And just have it face that way. Just so we can visually see it. You know what I mean? Visually see it as opposed to whatever other way to see things are. So we're going to chuck this here. So this is a buffer. Much like this chest will be a little bit of a buffer. Probably doesn't need to exist, but for now it's okay. And so this guy will fill up with dirt. And in the meantime, in the meantime, I think I'm just going to chuck in all this gravel. And that should be okay. We can even grab some more gravel if we want. So let's go here, pow, and fill this gap. Just so it's going to run. All this gravel is turning into dirt. All this gravel will be how much dirt we have. So yeah, as you can see, we are making coarse dirt. It is going into the barrels, it's going, or into the chest, it's going into here, it's getting spingity sping, just going in there. I will make a diamond hoe as well, which is normally pointless, but when we do have a thing that requires a lot of stuff to be hoed, this actually kind of is a worthwhile thing to do. There we go. All right, cool. So that should make us dirt. Because of the way that we do have this set up and there is going to be buffers and stuff, we probably won't actually see any of the dirt in here unless I fully automate this, which would mean probably another compacting drawer and, like, you know, a lot of gravel, I guess. I'm trying to think of... Because, look, this guy can craft. And he can craft gravel. But I don't really know the settings to have it work perfectly. So I think it's fine just keeping it manually filled. This will be plenty of dirt once we actually get it. Which will be awesome. Eventually this guy will just fill up with dirt. And he won't have any gravel to process. But yeah. Alright, well. That's it for now. We still don't have paper. So I don't really know how positive of a result this was. I don't really know if we ended this this whole dirt experience on a win. But it was ended nonetheless. What I might actually do is just can I sort this? Let me just wait, can I just say on to activate? And now he'll fill up with a bit of dirt. Just so I can sift some. Well, what do we need? We just need some kelp or something. We need some paper, some sugarcane maybe. How do you make sugarcane? That's another pretty important one. Sugarcane you get from, yeah, dirt. And you do get it again from an iron mesh, so we'll give it a shot. We'll chuck in our dirt. I'll help him along. How'd we go? Boom. See? We already got what we wanted. That's right. Cool. Love that. Love that for us. So this guy will actually just turn back on. And he can keep doing his thing. And in the meantime, I will get some sugarcane planted somewhere. I think I'll do it like here. We have a botany pot. I'll do it in the botany pot. Botany pot. Chest. Boom. 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 I know we had a backup dirt. Haha. Backup dirt. There we go. And I mean, again, we've got diamonds. Who am I? Who am I to say no to diamonds in tools? Perfect. And so, this will go here. And that should hopefully fill up with sugarcane, which we can use for paper, which we can use for speed upgrades, which we can use to get more dirt, which blah, 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 blah. And that should be awesome. So yeah, we've made a few different contraptions here. The Oritech is pretty cool once you get stuff set up in terms of making a little power generator. It makes a bit of a hiss. I'm not sure how annoying that will be for you guys listening in. That's all right. Over here it was making some noises, but also pretty cool recipes you get, like the ability to make blaze rods and whatnot. So yeah, I'll tell you what, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Thank you to everyone supporting us. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Final Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. Thank you guys. Thank you to... thank you to those of you that have used the Bisect promo code. Thank you. It's pretty cool. Especially if you're American and you're spending those US dollars. Homina, jeez Louise. But yeah, thank you guys, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.